Noom Noom everyone, it's me Naga Noom, I Noom play games. Today we are watching more Shoe on Head. Is this the average male fantasy? Ooh, I have seen clips of this anime, and earlier I googled what it's called. Apparently it's called Josie the Tiger and the Fish. It's an anime. Romance anime. And yeah, let's go watch this. Let's see what the people think.
Men. What do they want? Money? Status?
Yeah.
Fast, expensive cars?
Oh, yeah.
What is the ultimate male fantasy?
They wanna die in battle, fighting for their honor and for the honor of all the science out there. Yes. Mm-mm-mm.
Is it fame? Fortune? 3 hot chicks at once?
Ooh.
Hell yeah, brother. No, according to men on the internet, it's something a little more simple.
Ooh, look at that. So wholesome. That's cute. The art style's pretty cute. Kinda reminds me of Honey and Clover
This is
in a
literally
way.
just a fetish.
What?
I fucking hate men so much. Men are why we can't have nice things.
These people are weird.
As I was working on an upcoming video, I made the terrible mistake of logging onto Twitter.
We always make that mistake. Ooh, I am always logged into Twitter. Always check what's people are talking about. So, you know, you gotta ruin your day. Don't let other people ruin your day. You gotta ruin it yourself. Go to Twitter. That's what I say.
Where I saw this post.
All men, what? All men just have perverted fantasies. The average male fantasy.
A montage from the anime Josie, the Tiger, and the Fish, a movie about a college student who's assigned to take care of a paraplegic girl, and spoiler, eventually they fall in love. Many men were urine posting in the replies of this tweet, and talking about how they wish to fall in love and would love a relationship like this, while many others, mostly women, were absolutely f***ing disgusted at this.
Ooh, disgusting. Falling in love. Ew. Ew, dude. Ew. Ew. Why? In this time and age, dude, falling in love is yucky. Oh my goodness. No, how dare. How dare this man dream about falling in love. Dude, check yourself. Come on. Check yourself. Twitter people are so weird, huh?
Why would a bunch of men be fantasizing about being with a woman in a wheelchair? Seems pretty creepy and predatory, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's true. Men shouldn't fall in love with the women. That's creepy. Girls are yuck, according to Hate Monger. If you have ever seen a Space King episode, you will know that men do not like women. Obviously. Duh. Because they got cooties. Is it cooties? Actually, he didn't really explain why that is. Oh, because they have boobies. Because boobies are temptation. Ah, yes, I remember. It's not cooties, it's boobies, yes.
Also just unrealistic and problematic. Well, in this video, we are going to be talking about why so many men resonated to that clip and this movie, and why so many people are so confused as to why. We are also going to be reading some absolutely unhinged tweets, as usual,
that's why I'm
to get
here.
to the bottom of why such a wholesome post turned into, once again, another battlefront for the ongoing, never-ending gender war.
You can always count on Twitter to ruin the most wholesome thing on earth. You could post a cute puppy, and everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, how dare you abuse this puppy by taking a picture of it and sharing it to the world, you capitalistic mofo, how dare you. Yeah. Twitter people will find a way to ruin every little thing that exists or try to exist in this world. That's just how it is. That's just how Twitter is. By the way, if you have Twitter, follow me. At Naga underscore Newm. Yes. I promise I will not ruin things for you.
Men versus women, women versus men, the male loneliness epidemic, the female loneliness epidemic, the dealing with dating apps. Do men prefer thin women or curvy women? Brunettes
Both.
or blondes? Do
Both are
women
good.
like dad bods or fit men?
Both
Do they
are
like
good.
beards or clean shaven?
Both.
Oh yeah.
But actually, I like beard right now. Dude, full beard though? Ooh, looks very nice. Full beard, yes. Clean shaven? I mean, I don't know. I like full beard. Looks very beautiful. I wish I have a full beard. That's the main reason. Oh no.
That reminds me. Let's quickly get into today's sponsor, Henson Shaving. You ever
Henson
just
shaving.
accept that some products are just garbage? Like, for years, I thought ripping your tights on the first wear was just a part of being a human woman. We just accepted
don't wear
that.
tights.
That's just how it is, sweetie. But that shouldn't be how it is. It's a bad design. And that's why I like Henson Shaving. Because if you've
Ooh,
ever
you gotta
used a
shave.
multi-blade razor, you're probably sick of the irritation, the razor burn, the
Ooh.
overpriced blades, and you probably think, that's just the way it is. But
No,
it doesn't have to be how it is. Thanks to Henson Shaving. Henson Shaving
need
is on a
better
mission
razor.
to improve shaving. With no gimmicky subscriptions or moisturizing strips, but with real innovation and a focus on your skin's health. What really sets Henson apart is their engineering, with their Henson AL13 safety razor being manufactured in an aerospace machine shop that built parts for the International Space Station.
Fancy.
This precision allows the blade to extend just 1/1000th of an inch beyond the shave plane, less than the thickness of a human hair. The razor prevents any bouncing or skipping, resulting in an irritation-free shave every time. And here's the best part, once you invest in a Henson razor, it's a lifetime purchase.
She knows what her demographic is. Oh. No, don't shave. Full beard. Full beard is the way. You don't need to buy a razor. But, you know, if you like shaving, alright. Alright. No judgment. Actually, yes, judgment from me.
The only thing you'll need to replace are the blades, which literally cost only 10 cents each. So once you own the razor, you'll be spending like $3 to $5 on blades, compared to the ongoing cost of buying expensive plastic cartridges. Henson's store offers a variety of colors and even a titanium version, so you can pick the razor that best fits your style.
Pink.
So if you're tired of razor burn
Pink
and
razor.
overpaying for blades, now is the perfect time to make the switch. Just head over to hensonshaving.com/shoe and add both a Henson razor and the 100 blades to your car, and then enter code SHOE at checkout to get the 100 blades for free with your purchase. Your skin, your wallet, and your environment will thank you. Big thanks to
Wow.
Henson Razor for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad. You didn't skip the ad, right?
No,
Now
I'm
let's get
watching.
back to the video.
I'm watching that.
Now, I am not an anime connoisseur. In fact, I basically know nothing about anime. I am probably the most tourist of all the tourists.
Oh, I thought she said Taurus, not tourist. Taurus. And I'm like, what? Taurus? Why? Zodiac? Bring that Zodiac into this conversation. I'm a Taurus, by the way. Mm-hmm. Not tourist, Taurus.
Yeah, hi. I have a question. Was the upskirt shot necessary in
Yes.
order to advance the plot?
Of course. That's
I
the plot.
watched Pokemon and Sailor Moon when I was a kid,
Yeah,
and
Sailor
a few
Moon.
years ago I watched Beastars on Netflix. Legoshi, best boy. Not furry, by the way. And
Of
honestly,
course.
that's about it for my anime consumption. Unless you're counting VTubers. If you're counting VTubers, I watch a lot of anime.
Wait. You don't watch Dungeon Meshi? Come on, show. Watch Dungeon Meshi. It's so good. Please. Dungeon Meshi. So good. Sakamoto Days. Dude. Really nice. One Piece. Yes, of course. Dorohedoro. Those are my top recommendations as for right now. What else? Classic Full Metal Alchemist. Is that considered a classic? Nah, it's not that old, right? Akira? Now that's a classic. Some Ghibli films? You don't watch Ghibli films? Come on, watch Dungeon Meshi at least. It's so good.
But because of this clip going viral, I watched Josie the Tiger and the Fish, and, well, I thought it was a good movie. I
Oh,
recommend watching
really?
it. I thought it was a really cute,
Maybe I should
good
watch it.
story. I only cried a little bit. And I completely understood what the tweet meant by calling it the average male fantasy. So, what was wrong with it? Why
Yeah,
did
what's
this
wrong with
clip
it?
go so viral in such a negative way? Why were thousands of people angry at this post? Well, let us dilly-dally no longer and read some of these
I like
angry
dilly
replies
dallying.
to get a better understanding of what the issue is, shall we? Wholesome male fantasy, and it's fetishizing a disabled girl for him to control. Oh,
Hmm.
oh no. They think, oh god, why? Always vulnerable, always happy, always needs you. Pretty perverted. Where are these
Hmm.
fan fictions coming from? There were like hundreds of tweets just like this. Why did they see a cute montage of a happy couple, a man and a woman happy, together? I know, unheard of. Why did they see that and then immediately come to these conclusions? Like,
Because they cannot fathom the idea of a happy couple. They don't understand it. There must be something malicious going on. You can't be a happy couple in this day and age. Dude, come on. Everybody wants something from everybody else. And it's not love. No. Something else. Something malicious. Something suspicious. Something evil. Hmm. Twitter cannot handle wholesomeness, I feel. At least these Twitter people.
as someone who actually watched the movie, Josie is not always happy, and she's absolutely not portrayed as some like vulnerable ooh-woo sex doll waifu. She's boisterous, she kind of has a foul mouth, she's very sassy and headstrong.
Ooh, sassy,
She like straight
hell
up
yeah.
calls him her servant, but she was also very depressed. She basically never left her house. She was basically a girl failure. As a former girl failure, I love to see representation in media. But they actually
hell
show
yeah.
her disability, like, not in a good way. Like, they don't romanticize it, they don't sugarcoat it. And I noticed, unlike a lot of movies, unlike a lot of romance movies, at least like the Hallmark kind, where it's like the stuffy male lead learning to live life from the quirky, cute female lead, he's already got his shit together. And she learns to live life from him. He encourages her
Ooh.
to live her dreams. And in return, he learns to live life in a completely different way. And I thought that was really cool and
That's
sweet.
wholesome.
Also, the
That's
animation
cute.
was really good. Is anime good? Have I been sleeping on anime this
Yes.
entire time? His fantasy is that she becomes permanently disabled and helplessly dependent on him, but can still make him a sandwich. Sounds about right.
What? That's what you get from this? Wow. The fantasy is to find someone helpless and completely dependent on you. Really? I feel like this person didn't watch the movie. Just based everything on the clips. I also did not watch the movie. But I think it's very wholesome. I remember seeing the clips as well. Very wholesome. Hmm.
Oh my god, after watching the movie, these tweets are even more insane. But even putting the movie aside, just seeing that like cute montage out of context, where the fuck are they getting this? These are very clearly just two happy people. But because the caption was the average male fantasy, their mind immediately goes to the darkest, worst faith interpretation of this. The problem is these people can't see any humanity in men. They can't see any humanity in humanity in general. Average male
True.
fantasy equals girlfriend with no agency who's completely physically dependent on you and forced into blanket subservience and compliance. Sounds about right. You males are weird for fetishizing physically disabled women.
No agency? I don't think she has no agency. Completely physically dependent on you. She has the wheelchair. I mean, I've never been in a wheelchair before, but I feel like that's why she's in a wheelchair, so she could move around. No? That's the point of that. I read a little bit about the anime as well. It seems she's also an artist. Is she an artist? Sarcastic artist. Yep, she's an artist. I mean, she's not working a physically intensive job. I guess it depends on what kind of art you do. If you make like sculptures and stuff, that's gonna be physically intensive. But she's obviously happy in the clips. I mean, she's obviously happy with him in the clips. I didn't watch the movie yet. It seems like from the little that I've seen, when they are together, they're happy. I don't know. Unheard of, I guess. They should watch this. Who knows? After this video, I'll watch it. Seems interesting.
Average male fantasy is having a physically disabled girl that they can abuse however they want.
Why do you go to
Got
abuse
it.
right away?
Want to be that guy? I'm gonna be that guy. The infantilization of the physically disabled here is a little, dare I say, ableist? The implication here that people in wheelchairs cannot find love, and if they do, the person who loves them literally just loves them because they can't run away. Weird.
Right?
Weird. Average
That's
men
weird,
can't even
yeah.
be nice to their healthy and normal girlfriend. What makes you think they'll be able to handle a disabled person as their lover? Whoa. Normal? What do you mean by normal? These people are just so ableist, chat. Can you believe it? Chat? Chat?
I can believe
don't
it.
even live stream. Who's chat? I'm disabled, blind. So I showed
I
this to
am
my
Chata.
boyfriend. He says, I love you because you're you, and you make my days happier. So what if I have to drive you places or help you with cooking and cleaning? I would have done that
So
anyway.
cute.
Disability has nothing to do with it. I love you. Ma'am, I don't know how to tell you this, but, your boyfriend is a rapist. Sorry you had to find out this way. You show this as fantasy because it's not true for the majority of men who participate in abuse of disabled people. No, the fantasy is the woman appreciates his efforts to make her happy. Stop lying and abusing women and the disabled. Your meds, schizo. You don't even know that f***ing guy. What do you mean stop abusing women and the disabled? Bitch, who are you? Also, the majority of men participate in abuse of disabled people. Are you okay? The majority of men are not abusers. That is a very, very small minority of men. The majority of men are men that just wake up, take a shit, get out of bed, take a shower, go to work, come home, and wait for GTA 6 to come out. That is the majority of men.
Yeah, it seems so. Although, like, the friends that I know that are men, they don't really look forward to GTA 6. They don't play GTA 6. All the men that I know play Souls games. And what else do they play? It's either they play Souls games or they play like Valorant or like League. I don't know anyone who's looking forward to GTA. Or maybe they just didn't mention it. Who knows? Who knows, dude?
Men commit 95% of all rape, but okay. Barging into the romance section of Barnes & Noble like, attention everyone! Rape! Where is that coming from? So close, this is fetish content. Ah yes, the dirtiest, most taboo of all fetishes. A happy
Wholesomeness.
relationship. Honestly, in
true.
2025, that might be true. Oh, you want a wife and kids? You sick fuck. But this is literally just a perverted fantasy.
You want private kids? Dude, why can't you just be a furry like everyone else? Why can't you just get into BDSM? Like a normal person? Oh my god, dude. So degenerate. I cannot believe this. My goodness. Happiness? In a relationship? Between two people? Oh, bro, are you out of your mind? Ooh. Okay.
LMAO. You think it's a perverted fantasy because, how do I put this nicely? You are a pervert. Literally seeing a cute montage
True.
of a male and female character having fun together, being in love together, and being like, rape! He's a rapist! This is a fetish! Are these people okay? Stop
No.
watching porn. Wait, this is a woman. Okay, stop reading Taken by the Werewolf Billionaire.
Ooh, taken by the werewolf billionaire. My goodness.
Or whatever the fuck you read. I swear to god, some of the shit women read would make the most depraved internet gooner blush.
Yes, I did react to that video. Yes. The spicy literature that women read. Ooh, crazy. Now that's normal. Ah, yes. Fantasizing about minotaurs, and werewolves, and vampires, and orcs, orc millionaires. That's normal. To humans being happy though, nah, that's fetish.
Or so I've been told. This is
So I've been
literally
told.
just a fetish. Okay, listen, I'm not gonna pretend there's nobody out there who's like, she can't run away, she has no legs. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend there's nobody out there who has a crippled, disabled fetish, okay? I've been on the internet for 20 years. I've been on DeviantArt. I've seen shit you wouldn't believe. But the majority of people, probably most, if not all the people responding to this, do not have a cripple fetish, okay? In fact, her being in a wheelchair basically has nothing to do with it. Much like how females coom over, like, vampires or, like I said before, the billionaire werewolf fantasy. This is just the average male fantasy distilled down to its most extreme. So what is the average male fantasy? The average male fantasy is the fantasy of both men and women alike. It is simply to love and to be loved. But more specifically, the male fantasy is to be a protector and a provider for those that they love. Put a pin in this because we are going to come back to this in a big way, trust me. The average male fantasy is being a globally known terrorist. The average male fantasy is that a woman who isn't fat. The average male fantasy is actually job security.
Ooh, now that's too real, dude. This? You gotta print this out. This is too real. Job security? Oh. Especially now that there's AI everywhere, penetrating all sorts of fields. Job security is like, it's like an impossible dream sometimes. Especially if you're a freshly graduated student. Dude, I cannot imagine being a fresh grad right now. Because I don't know how I'm gonna get a job. If I'm not an artist, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Also, if I'm a starting artist right now, I don't even know where to start. Good thing there's YouTube and all those free tutorials on the internet, but still, the economy is crazy. All these people looking for work, and all these companies looking to hire people, but they probably just put those wanted posters out there. Do they even have wanted posters at all? I don't know. I feel like it's a very difficult time to find a real job. More so, job security. Dude, that's too much to ask. That's crazy. That's a crazy fantasy right there.
You know what? These guys may have a point here. Pedophile alert. Men want disabled child wives?
What?
Average male fantasy is a disabled child? More proof that men are pedos. That's a little girl. This is weird. So, first of all, she's literally older than the guy. The guy is 22 and she is 24. In anime years, he is practically hag-maxing. And yes, she may be physically disabled. But aren't all men mentally disabled in their own special way? At least the ones in my audience. They will freely admit this. Maybe she, the older woman, is taking advantage of this sensitive young man. Have you ever thought of that? She looks like an 11-year-old child. Where are her breasts? First of all, really weird way to say that. She looks like a child. Show me her titties. Also, I love how, like, when anime women have huge boobs, it's discussing Kumar porn brain or whatever. But if the anime woman has small boobs, she is a child and you're a chimo. Can't fucking win. Also, if she had big boobs, they'd absolutely be like, wow, look at this sexualization of the disabled. Also, you know, like, adult women can be flat-chested, right? Like,
they don't know that. Oh, they're not ready for this conversation, too. That's too much. Oh, don't say that out loud. They don't know. They haven't encountered a woman in the wild yet. No, they've only seen women in pictures, in magazines, and clips on Twitter. You know, don't say that. No, they don't know.
That actually exists in real life. Like, adult human women can have small boobs. We love all titties here on the Shoe on Head channel. All titties is good titties. End of story. Women fantasy. A boyfriend with depth and a loving, soft, deeply caring side of them. Men's fantasy. 12-year-old anime girl who looks and speaks like a toddler. Also notice how she's literally the shape and size of a child. Yuck. Have you people ever seen a child? No. You're all childless.
Oh, no.
Silly me. She's not even that short. She's just sitting. See, like, when they're laying side by side, she's like a full-grown adult woman. Why do these people look at this and immediately think of child rape? Go to therapy. And listen, I know with anime it can get a little weird, right? Like, excuse me, Poo Poo Pee Pee Chan is 2,000 years old, and this is Poo Poo Pee Pee Chan. But this does not even look like a child. This looks like a cute woman. This is like a random rant, but I feel like there are no more cute women nowadays. You know what I mean? You have all like the Insta baddies, the e-thots, the e-girls, the muscle mommies, the boss babes, the boy babes. But I feel like every woman is just hot now. Which, by the way, I don't think is healthy for the male psyche whatsoever.
No, cute. I mean, there are still cute women out there, I'm sure. But everybody on Twitter just assumes that they're a child. That's the problem. I've seen like tweets like that where some cosplayers post like photos of them on Instagram or on Twitter. I don't even remember who the user is, but I saw on Twitter that she was saying that a lot of the comments she received on her cosplay photos are telling her that she's a child and why is she posting like that, even though she's just cute and cosplaying. So there's that. The thing about people thinking that big booby anime girls are too lewd and then flat chested anime girls are not mature enough feels like it's getting extended to real people, because they think that if you're flat chested and you're like you have a thin frame, they're gonna assume that you're a child because they've never seen a woman before. That's the thing. I've seen those discussions. Oh, I remember as well. There was a VTuber, Pee Slayer. She also gets those kinds of comments because she doesn't have huge belongas, and people are like, "Oh my god, you a child, bruh, come on." I remember seeing tweets of her more than once. She was talking about this. Who else? I don't know. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
You shouldn't wake up and be able to scroll through pictures of like the hottest woman you've ever seen in your life like 20 times before you've had like your morning cup of coffee. You shouldn't log in and immediately be one-shotted by 10 tens all day, as if that wouldn't make you go insane, as if that wouldn't make you crash out. Like back in the day, you'd probably see like one fine dame on your bus ride to work, and you'd think about her for 40 years until the day you die. That's how it used to be. That's how it should be. Now every woman is like a crazy, hot, unobtainable Instagram goddess with the fattest of ass. Zoomers don't know how good we had it. You'd go to Blockbuster and the 21-year-old cashier behind the counter would be the most adorable woman you've ever seen. No Botox, no lip filler, just a pure soul, full of joy and whimsy. And now women are full of hate and SSRIs. But they're hot! They're hotter than they've ever been!
What is SSRI? What is that? Maybe it's an American thing. I don't know what it means.
They're hotter and more depressed than they've ever been in history. Sad. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, anime. I didn't take my Vyvanse today, could you tell? Men's fantasy. A big titty woman with the face of a 16-year-old that is useful for cooking, cleaning, and sex. Women's fantasy. Gets treated like a queen and a man who keeps tracks of our periods so he can take care of us. I think I speak for a lot of women here when I say our fantasies do not, in fact, include men tracking our periods. Personally, if my husband was like, honey, just a reminder you're in your luteal phase, I'm taking the kids. Men like to pretend they want this, and then they beat their wife when dinner isn't ready or their son when he's misbehaving. First of all, I'm sorry that happened to you. But there are in fact good men out there. I've seen them. Some may be in this very audience. Sorry, I couldn't keep a straight face. This is the shoe on head audience. You're all gremlins. Male fantasy equals a woman that can't run away from him. A woman that's dependent on him. Interesting. When men are involved, it's basic survival instinct to assume the worst. Men are guilty until they prove themselves innocent.
Wow.
You know what? I take my opinions back on free speech. I changed my mind. No more free speech. No more free speech until you bitches learn to behave. A woman's fantasy is a man who won't rape her, and a man's fantasy is raping a woman.
Wow. I feel like that says more about the person tweeting about that than the average person. The average man. What a weird thing to say.
I'm sorry, where is the rape, ma'am? Maybe that's how you see it, because you're brainwashed to hate men. So true. I hate how... But in reality, women are the real demons here. Oh, god damn it. We just want a happy relationship. Is it so much to ask for?
Yes.
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 Yes, it is. Oh look, more misogynistic gooner fantasy slop written by misogynistic gooner men. This is why 70% of anime is garbage. So here's the thing, that misogynistic gooner fantasy slop written by misogynistic gooner men was actually written by Saiko Tanabe.
Oh, no.
Woman. A woman wrote this
no.
story. And I feel like a very important detail everyone is sleeping on when they covered this was the fact that this is very much the female fantasy as well. A man loving you for who you are despite your flaws, literally sweeping you off your feet and carrying you around on adventures, helping you live out your dreams, face your fears, and supporting you through the good and bad times. You're going to sit here and tell me that's not the female fantasy too? Is this not the basic female fantasy? Is this not the knight in shining armor coming to rescue you
Oh my
and
God,
falling
yes.
in love with you?
That is so true, yes. It is. Someone who actually accepts you and takes you on adventures and makes you happy. No? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Gotta reverse that thing. It's not an average male fantasy, it's actually average female fantasy. It's written by a woman too. Oh my goodness.
Why on earth are so many women so mad at this? Are men now the hopeless romantics? Are men now the ones yearning for a fairy tale romance? Is this why all the Disney remakes are like, she's not gonna be saved by the prince, she's a strong, independent woman? Meanwhile, men still want to be the prince, men still want to be the knight in shining armor. Men are like, I will save you from your monotonous 9-to-5 job. I will give you a house and babies. And women are like, no, I must be an actuarial consultant. Be gone, vile misogynist. Is that what is occurring here? Also, that aside, there literally is a gender-swapped version of this story
Perfect
called
World.
Perfect World. It is a manga. Mango? I don't know. Do not come for me, weebs. Men will statistically leave their wives and partners the moment they find out they're disabled or have a life-threatening condition. You're right, it is a fantasy.
Huh? The moment they found out they're disabled? I feel like you're gonna know that right away when you meet them. I cannot imagine how in the scenario of the anime that she's hiding the fact that she's disabled because he was literally hired to take care of her. Isn't that what it is, right? Dude, these people are so weird. Oh, there's actually a live action of it as well. Invited to work as her carer. See? How can she hide that? How can she hide that she needs a wheelchair to move around?
Actually, that study was debunked by the authors themselves, who admitted they did the math wrong. It's actually not much higher, but then again, even if it was, and it happens, I've seen it happen
Oh, this is based on statistics. Ah, of course, of course.
to people. It's terrible. Marriage should be through sickness and through health. But that's not really the point here. And the fact that so many people are focusing on the wheelchair part of this just proves that they just don't get it. The ones of pure
No,
mind
they
and
don't
pure
get
soul
it.
get it. But these fucking semen demons out here, they don't get it. But not all semen demons. The amount of people in comments who just don't get that men want a cute, loving girlfriend is beyond me. They call them creeps for wanting actual love and not a girl boss who only wants your money. Ah, thank you. A sane person. Hopefully the replies aren't full of people calling her a pick-me. Pick-me alert.
Oh
Least
my
obvious
God.
pick-me. Me, pick me please. Hope he picks you, sis. Pick me, pick me, pick me. An incel could have written this.
Wow.
Fuck. Why are so many VTubers either pick-me's or racist?
Wow.
You mean why do so many female VTubers disagree with you? Why so many aren't towing the mainstream liberal feminist NPC line? Because they can. See, the most powerful weapon women have against other women is social ostracization.
Dude, now that I think about it, what's so wrong about a pick me? Why is that a bad thing? I don't understand it. Pick me, so? Well, yes. Yeah, actually, yes, pick me. Why wouldn't you? I'm great. Uh, that's so weird to say out loud, though, because once you retorted with a statement that says, "Yeah, pick me, I'm great." When you say that you're great, that removes all the humility. Although, nah, I don't know. It's so weird. I feel like pick me is not the insult that they think it is. I don't know. I don't know. Don't people want to be accepted and to be picked? Don't people want to be the first pick? They don't want to be the last pick. They want to be the first pick. That means that someone actually wants you. Someone wants to be with you. So being a pick me is not that bad. What's so wrong about it? You're desired. You're wanted. They don't want to be wanted. These Twitter people, they don't want to be wanted, but they want to be heard. They just want to spout their opinions left and right. They want people to listen to them, but also they dunk on people and say they're pick me. How are people supposed to listen to you? Oh, I understand it. I think I understand the logic now. It's like the crab mentality. Oh my god. Oh, that's so prevalent in this country as well, the crab mentality. If you're better than us, we're gonna bring you down on our level. You can't be better than us. That's unfair. That's not how it goes. Nobody can rise above the others. Everyone should be in the same cesspit of misery as everyone else. Do not strive for greatness. Because if you're striving for greatness, you're a pick me. How dare you? Impossible. Impossible. The impossible standards of everyone.
You don't want to be seen as a pick-me or a racist, so you keep your mouth shut in order to survive in female
What's so
social
racist
circles.
about that?
But in the cases of VTubers, virtual YouTubers, they're basically anonymous. They can say anything they want. They're basically wearing a mask. They're free from the chains of the eternal HR Longhouse. But apparently, even being anonymous online does not save them, because they still get doxxed for simply not hating men. Lovely. Maybe I should save this rant for a different video someday.
Yes. Make a video about VTubers. Ooh, yes. Yes. The VTuber average fantasy. Average VTuber fantasy. I don't know. Something like that.
Moving on.
VTuber
Men are why we can't
epidemic.
have nice things, by the way. First of all, men make all the things. Thank you. Thank you. Also, I just realized it was a man saying that. It was a whole-ass man saying men are why we can't have nice things. I don't deserve this trophy. This is for you, sir. This is for you. I am not worthy. Listen, I make women jokes. I'm very critical of feminism and propaganda aimed at women. But you will never catch me in a million years saying some shit like women are why we can't have nice things. I have a mom. I have female family members. I have female friends. Maybe one day I'll have a daughter. Women make the world a beautiful place, and like men, can be flawed and deserve criticism, like anyone else. But there's something genuinely so cucked about people who put down their own gender or race. Oh god, race. Self-hating white people. Don't get me started on self-hating white people. White people are so evil. I hate being white. White people can't dance. White people food is so gross. You're not getting into Wakanda, bro. You're not getting invited to the cookout. Enough. But yeah, women were not the only ones who had a problem with this. There were a lot of men who didn't quite relate to this being the average male fantasy. It's fine to love the disabled. I didn't need to remind you that. But to glorify it, this anime is certainly Marxist propaganda. The movie is about him taking a job as her caretaker, and when he learns of her dreams, he makes it his mission to help her dreams come true. So it is Marxist propaganda to help a disabled person pursue their dreams?
What?
Yeah, it's woven in. Empathy
What?
is the target of propaganda.
What?
Marxism is when girl in wheelchair. I love this. Empathy is the target of propaganda. Every piece of media that makes you feel empathy is communism. Political brain rot.
No.
If you're at the point where you see this and you're thinking of communism, you need to log off. You are unwell. I'm sorry, but when I reproduce, I don't want a high probability of my offspring being mentally or physically retarded. We need a better class of incels whose bar is higher than the retarded. She's not retarded, she
What?
has a spinal injury that's not genetic. Also, what is this LARP? I love how everyone is just kind of having like a normal conversation about this clip, and this guy just comes out of nowhere like, I would never put my pure white seed in such a vile creature. Like, you absolutely know this guy has a non-white girlfriend. They all do, all these like, I hate white people women always have white boyfriends. All these,
Oh my
I hate non-white
God.
people boys always have non-white girlfriends. I don't know what it is, but I've seen it too many times. I guarantee you when this man logs off of his Black Sun Roman statue Twitter account, he's clapping Latina booty cheeks. My fantasy is not being a simp, but okay. Fellas, is it simping to love a woman? Nah,
Yes.
this is
Yes, everybody knows that. If you love someone, you're simping. True.
not the male fantasy. That man is a beta male. If she wasn't in a wheelchair, she would leave him for Chad. Fellas, is it beta to love a woman? This
Yes.
is not my fantasy. This is some gay shit, to be honest. Fellas, is it gay to love a woman? What
Yes.
no pussy does to a motherfucker. Brother, I've seen what pussy does to a motherfucker. And it's far worse. The average male fantasy is taking care of their crippled wife. I don't think I've ever had that fantasy before. I thought it was gonna be about going on some quest to kill the dragon to win the princess or something. It is. That is the average male fantasy. But there are no dragons to slay. There are no princesses to save. But there is that little old lady in the grocery store who can't quite reach that top shelf. There's that heavy box the pretty girl you work with can't quite lift herself. There's that jar of tomato sauce your wife can't quite open. There's that Lego set your little son can't quite put together himself. Or there is this paraplegic girl who wants to see the ocean. This is the Princess and the Dragon story. And despite what many are told, men do
Aww.
have a lot of love to give. And they want some kind of excuse or mechanism to show that love. In a world where men expressing themselves is either seen as toxic or gay. And one way of expressing that love is solving problems. Men fucking love solving problems. I don't know what it is. They also love reading Wikipedia articles. The amount of times I walked over and my husband is reading a random fucking Wikipedia article about like the world's tallest buildings or like a random battle in World War II. I didn't know if this was autism or what, but apparently it's a man thing. Anyway, yes, men love solving problems. And in a world that makes them feel useless, makes them feel like they have no purpose, men desperately feel like they need to prove their worth. They are desperately looking for a purpose in life. So it is not at all shocking to me that the modern young man is seeing a clip like this and longing for this. A lot of modern men don't have a chance to prove themselves, to make something of their lives. They don't have a chance to provide anything for anyone because they don't have anything to provide and they don't have anyone. They are doing
Aw.
everything their grandfathers did, but seeing none of the results. They're
Aw.
lost. What can they provide? And as I said earlier, her being in a wheelchair is the protector and provider instinct taken to a extreme. And yes, it is a fantasy considering if you ask anyone who's actually in a wheelchair, they know it's not all butterflies and rainbows, and they know that it's hard on relationships. It can be difficult on their partner. But just like in the movie, it's not shown as butterflies and rainbows. Josie feels like a burden. But towards the end of the movie, the guy takes on that burden. Not because he gets something in return, but because it's his duty. Because it makes her happy, which makes him happy in return. Loyalty, duty, virtue, acts of service, big or small. Men live for that shit. And yes, these are stereotypes. Not everyone fits into these boxes, blah, 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 blah. But for the most part, it's true. When many men look at this relationship, that is what they see. And a lot of modern women are looking at this relationship and being disgusted because, in a way, it's the complete inverse of the strong, independent woman they've been sold. They've been told they need to be. The modern woman crafted by modern Disney for modern audiences.
Modern Disney.
Unlike the Hollywood crafted modern woman, this woman does need her man.
Modern Disney shit now. I've never seen the new Disney movies recently. I'm kinda Maybe the last one I watched was Encanto. Was that a Disney movie? It was alright, I guess. Pretty fun. It's the music is pretty fun. But like the new Disney movies, nah. Never seen a new one that's actually really good. Nah.
She is not strong and she's not independent, at least physically. This doesn't mean she's like an empty vessel with no thoughts or freedom. No, in fact, in the movie, Josie does roll away from him a few times. It is a fantasy not because of a power imbalance, but because the man has a tangible purpose, and the woman is willingly and lovingly letting him fulfill that purpose.
Because I can depend
so
on you.
wholesome.
I know that if I ever feel frightened, I can just reach out to you.
Men
No.
simply want something good to die for, to make it beautiful to live. This manifests in a lot of ways, but the most common is having a loving partner and or a family. Something unobtainable to many people nowadays. So yes, literally one of the most normal things ever is becoming a fantasy. Sad. Also, men will deny this, but they absolutely have a biological clock. It may not hit in your teens or your 20s, but one day you're going to have a dream. You have a little daughter making you pancakes with your wife in the morning, and you're not going to be able to get it out of your head. And that is the male biological clock. Everything you do, the money you make working that grating 9-to-5 job, it will all be for something bigger and more important than yourself one day. You will come home to a warm and happy home, greeted by people who care about you, and love you, and rely on you, and everything will make sense then. Until then, you'll just be on the internet, being called a misogynist, for wanting something bigger and more important than yourself, for wanting something beautiful and normal. And that is the average male fantasy.
Clap, clap, clap. Well said. No notes. Beautiful. I love it.
That and 3 hot chicks at once. Hell yeah, brother! Haha, you know what I'm saying? So that was
Yes,
that
sir.
little video. Men in the comments, let me know. Am I correct? Is that the average male fantasy? Or is it not that deep? Men and women in the comments, what is your fantasy? And no, I don't mean that. I don't want to hear about how you want to be crushed by a 12-foot futa. That is between you and God, not you and Shoe-on-Head. I mean, what is your ultimate dream? Do you want to travel the world? Do you want a nice big family one day? Do you want to own a farm? Do you want to live in a shed in the woods and make pipe bombs? Let me know in the comments and I will see you soon with a new video.
Beautiful. What's my fantasy? To not worry about money anymore. That's my fantasy. Like, just do what I want and not have to worry about the bills. Make enough money so I don't have to worry about bills. And make enough money so I could take a vacation whenever I want to without worrying that I won't have enough to pay for the next month. You know what I mean? That kind of fantasy. Financial stability. There you go. Very average fantasy. Also unattainable. Oh well. That's why you should watch more of my videos. Watch more. Like, subscribe. Actually, you don't have to subscribe. Just watch. Comment down below what you think. See you next time. Goodbye. This is the ending song. Ending song. This is the ending song.